Hey everyone, Charles Stevens here with this week's Words of Wisdom. I'm coming to you today from the shores of Cancun, Mexico. And we're continuing our series, Relationships That Multiply Influence. And this week, we're focusing on a leadership skill that is often overlooked: listening. With the World Cup well underway, it is a good time to remember that even the most talented soccer team cannot succeed if players do not communicate, pay attention, and respond to one another. Great teams are not made up of people simply waiting for their turn to speak. They are made up of people who are aware, connected, and willing to listen. Sir Alex Ferguson, the longtime manager of Manchester United, once said and wrote in his book, Leading: Lessons in Leadership from the Legendary Manchester United Manager. There's a reason that God gave us 2 ears, 2 eyes, and 1 mouth. It's so you can listen and watch twice as much as you talk. That is a great reminder for every leader. And to be transparent, it's a great reminder for me as a husband. Too often, we think leadership is about having the right answer, giving direction, or speaking with confidence. Those things have their place, but influential leaders also know how to listen, to hear what is being said, and sometimes what is not being said. I've learned that lesson throughout my years as a teacher, a coach, a principal, and as a husband. And it's an area that I still need to keep growing. There were times when a student came into my office because of a discipline issue, a concern, or just a challenging situation. Early in my career, I know I was quick to explain, correct, or give advice. But over time, I learned that before people are ready to receive your direction, they often need to know they have been heard. The same was true in coaching. One of my basketball players was frustrated, not because she did not want to work, but because she was dealing with something beyond the court. My conversation with her could have looked differently had I stopped trying to immediately fix her issue and simply asked, "Tell me what is going on." You see, listening did not mean lowering my expectations or avoiding accountability. It meant valuing the person enough to understand before responding. And that is where trust really begins. This week, I want you to think about who in your life needs you to listen more carefully. For me, it's my wife of 35 years. For you, it may be a spouse, a child, or a person you're trying to lead. Before making an assumption, seek to understand. Before you offer advice, ask a question. Before you respond, slow down long enough to truly hear. This is not just advice for you, but also a reminder for myself. Because people may forget the advice you gave them, but they will remember whether they felt heard. Listening is not passive. It is one of the most powerful ways we show respect, build trust, and multiply our influence. Lead with your ears before you lead with your words, because people are our purpose. That's all for this week's Words of Wisdom. Next week, as we prepare for celebrating America's 250th birthday, it's a perfect time to talk about investing in the next generation. Have a great week.